It's a nail-biting moment for Queen Camilla, the Derby. But the royal's horse Treasure fails to romp home the winner as King Charles eases back into the limelight with a day at the races. Pursed lips, bitten gloves and a very nervous wince, clearly the king and queen struggled to rein in their feelings during a day at the races. The couple were on the edge of their seats as they watched their horse Treasure race in the Oaks at Epsom's Ladies' Day yesterday. With tempting odds of 18-1, there were hopes Treasure would echo the success of other horses bred by the late Queen Elizabeth II. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Two of her horses were ridden to victory in the prestigious Oaks, Carrozza in 1957 and Dunfermline in 1977. Treasure is a daughter of stallion Masterscraftsman and Shimmering Light, which was placed for the late monarch in 2 races in 2017. However, there was to be no royal win this year, with Treasure finishing 11th out of 12 runners. The prize money for the race totaled to £541,035 for the top 6 positions out of the 12 runners, with £311,905 going to the winner. Trainer Ralph Beckett, who met the King and Queen before the race, said, "I think they enjoyed themselves and hopefully there will be other days for Treasure." He added they decided to have a go at the Oaks as the ground should be in her favour, adding that he had been very pleased with her progress. The handler also described the King and Queen as such enthusiastic owners, and it is great to be training such a nice filly for them who is running in a classic. A rendition of the national anthem was sang, as Charles and Camilla watched on, before the race began. The King's horse Treasure started off solidly, settling in 3rd position and standing out from the all-brown pack in grey. However, the pack was strong and after a struggle to keep up Treasure finished 11th. Charles and Camilla enjoyed a memorable first flat season last year, with Desert Hero winning at Royal Ascot before finishing 3rd in the St. Leger. Treasure won on her racecourse debut at Nottingham in October last year before finishing 4th behind stablemate You Got To Me in the Lingfield Oaks trial on her reappearance 3 weeks ago. Earlier in the day, the King and Queen presented the trophy to Luxembourg ridden by Ryan Moore, the winner of the Holland Cooper Coronation Cup after watching the race from the stands. They then made their way to the Royal Box where Camilla wrapped up against the cold in a £630 coat from Camilla and Mark and a ribboned hat designed by Philip Tracy. The King, who is also expected to attend Trooping the Colour this month, returned to public duties in April after being diagnosed with cancer in February. Since 1980, when he first bought Highgrove, King Charles has devoted hundreds of hours and thousands of pounds on developing its gardens into some of the finest in Britain. He has been supported by a team of experts, but everything in his Gloucestershire garden has his imprint on it. They all knew that before they could chop down a tree or remove a bush, Charles had to be consulted. He had, and retains, a single concept. It is that nothing, tree, bush, fern or even one plant, should be there that is not 100% necessary. When he first saw them, the gardens were a disgrace. It was also the first time I had been allowed to see a royal residence or garden. Even then it was a rare privilege. But nobody had cared for the ones at Highgrove for many years. They were a scene of total neglect. The 15 acres Charles has turned into somewhere people come from all over the world to see were once more like a pasture than gardens. But more than 50 years of hard work, including by Charles himself, have transformed the gardens into some of the most inspiring and innovative in the United Kingdom. They are open to the public from April to October and all the profits from the gates and tours and from sales at the Highgrove shop are donated to charity. So, besides his regal heritage, King Charles III has plenty to be proud of. Since 2021, the King's Foundation have been in official charge of the gardens. They recently exhibited at the Chelsea Flower Show, which is the high point of the gardening social year. Charles made his traditional visit with Queen Camilla, and was crowned king of the compost by children. He was highly amused. Back at Highgrove, there are many highlights of the gardens, including the stumpery.